KQV-FM, Pittsburgh.
Welcome back to the Cheap Seats Movie Trivia on the Cheap Seats Network. My name is Chase Brown, and as always, I'm here in the desk, Evan Baughman.
Chase, I am so excited to be back today, man. We have singles competition today between two very strong competitors. You know, we know them very well. This is a high school reunion of sorts amongst us boys tonight, Chase.
I didn't know we were planning one so early. I've got to go get some decorations, maybe pick up some party favors. But you're right, absolutely. We've known these guys for a long time. The competitors, you may even know them out there, audience. You guys may know these two because they've been here before and they've competed with us. We're back to the singles. Like you said, we had a couple of great Halloween-themed matches back in October. We're in November now. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty. But you guys can go back and watch those. Those were fun.
Mm-hmm.
You can watch those any time of the year.
Spooky.
We won't be mad at you.
Always spooky season, Chase. Always spooky season.
Always. But Evan, it's getting a little scary today because I don't know. I usually, to be honest with you, I'm usually pulling for somebody. There's usually a competitor that in my head I think I'd like to see this person win. Okay. But today we've got a good matchup between two good friends, and I just want to see this one go the distance. Evan, what do we got on today's slate?
Okay, Chase. On one side, we have sitting at 1-1 in singles competition here on the Cheap Seats Movie Trivia, Mr. Max Cianci. We know him. He's a very, very talented film creator. I don't even want to put boundaries on him because he does more than just directing. You know, he acts. He does it all, man. Max knows his stuff. He's been here before. He's had some high-profile matches, and he's going up against someone. Started out 0-2 in the league, but had a dominant, and I repeat, dominant victory over Tony Stigliano, Mr. Dominick Zomparelli. Chase, both these guys know what they're doing. Dom is no slouch. I talk to him about movies probably almost every day in one of our group chats, if I would say. So, you know, both these guys know what they're talking about. I'm excited. I think it is going to go to distance. I think you're going to get your wish here today.
Well, I certainly hope so, Evan. I certainly hope to get that wish. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this match is going to air on the date of my birth.
Yes.
So let's get Chase what he wants. Yes. Let's do it for Chase today.
Happy birthday, right? Chase Brown.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Evan. I appreciate that. I'm a quarter of a century. And you know, things are feeling good. Evan, let's go ahead and get down to it today. Let's go ahead and bring those guys in. Starting off first with who you talked about first, Max Cianci coming onto the program. Woo! Max, how you doing? Woo! Thanks for being here. We enjoy you so much. It's good to have you back.
It's good to be back. I'm glad to be here, and I appreciate the wonderful introduction. Happy to be here.
Max, I have to ask, man, it's been a while since we've seen you. You obviously have grown a glorious set of facial hairs.
Oh,
it's pretty good.
You noticed.
Thank you. Where have you been? Have you been in the mountains?
No, pretty close. I've been in Philadelphia for a little while, and I'm just, you know, I figured if there's ever going to be a time when I can, you know, just pridefully try to grow out like a gas station beard, it would be a time where 80% of my day it's covered up. So I figured I'd give it a shot. I learned that the mustache is the strongest part, and my cheeks, I think, are going to take another 4 to 5 years. But that's pretty much my biggest accomplishment of 2020, and I'm okay with it.
No, it looks great, man. I'm proud of you, genuinely. I can't
Thank
do that,
you.
so I'm envious as well.
Absolutely, and I'll be perfectly honest, Max. You lost me at hot dogs. Because our next competitor coming in here, Dominick Zomparelli. Dominick Zomparelli coming in here also. Dominick, you are joining the program as well today. You're back after a little bit of a hiatus. You had a nice teams match with Michael Muha. You guys can also watch on the network. But how are you feeling today coming back in here for singles competition?
Feeling good. I mean, I'm a little nervous. Max is a good competitor, but it does feel good to be back in the blazing saddle.
Nice. It's a good reference.
That's a movie.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm
never
ready.
Seen it, so I hope there's no questions on it today.
Dom, just in general, I want to know, what is your confidence level? You know, you started out 0-2, killed Tony, your last singles competition match. How you feel going up against Max today?
Oh, it's a coin flip. Max is a professional in the industry.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Hey, Chase, we got
it's gonna be great.
Two complimentary competitors here today. Like you said, I think it's going the distance between these two. Before we get started, though, I just want to say, please, like, share, subscribe, whatever platform you listen on. Just give us some feedback, give us some comments, share us, please. We're so close to reaching that plateau that unlocks a lot more stuff for us creatively and to get more engagement with you guys. So please, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you watch us, I don't care. Maybe we're on some random black market website. Who knows, Chase? But wherever we are, please like, share, comment, subscribe. We love you guys.
I echo your statements, Evan Baughman. That is perfectly said. And you know what? I think we're not going to waste any more time. We're not going to waste these guys' time. I certainly don't want to waste my time. And this better go the distance or else I'm asking for my money back. But Evan, let's go ahead and start this out. Why don't you go ahead and read those round number 1 rules?
Absolutely, guys. There's 8 questions and random categories given to the both of you. You guys have 15 seconds to write down your answer, and your answer must be said aloud as you read them to us. All questions are worth 1 point. A perfect round triggers a 1 or 2 point bonus question. The 2 point bonus question can be attempted, but if you get it wrong, you lose 1 point. The seat rules in play. You can ask for repeats 3 times during the entirety of today's match. And challenges are always in play. You get one of those, and if you get it successful, you get another one in return.
Yeah, guys, that's absolutely true. Don't be afraid to use your repeats early. Don't be afraid to use your challenges at all. People have used them before. They've gone their way, and, it's helped them out in the long run. So all those things are true. Seat rules in play. I don't think you guys played with these many questions in the first round yet, but I think each of you have gotten perfect rounds in the first. So we're going to see if you carry that on today. But first, before we can get to any of that, Max, I'm going to ask you first, are you ready for today's competition?
I am ready. And it's 3 repeats, right? 3 repeats.
3 total
Okay,
repeats.
good. All right, I got it.
Dominick Zomparelli, are you ready for today's competition?
Let's do it.
All right. Then let's get ready for this round of the Cheap Seats movie trivia.
Woo!
Let's go ahead and get into it. Evan, I'm going to ask you, would you like to read the odd questions or the even questions in the first round?
Chase, I will do the odd questions in the first round.
Okay, not a problem. Start us off.
All right, boys. Your first question comes in the category of actors and actresses. Who plays Henry Jones Sr. in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade?
Now, Evan, you weren't named after your father.
No, I was not.
Nor was I. But,
Yes.
I think, that'd be a kind of a good legacy to carry on.
You know what? It's a lot of weight when you talk about having a name after someone. I'd rather give them like a watch, or something a little lighter.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, gentlemen. We're going to go to Dom first.
Yeah, good question. Rest in peace. But Sean Connery.
Sean Connery is correct. Max Cianci.
I wrote Sean Connery, and I wrote a little crying face.
Sean Connery crying face is acceptable in this round. 1-1 so far, Evan. We've got a 1-1 game so far.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to question number 2, gentlemen. This comes from biopics. Josh Brolin plays the 43rd President of the United States in this 2008 movie. Would you ever run for president, Evan?
I would love to run for president, Chase. I think I would be a great candidate. First thing I would do, it would just be I just want to love everyone. I just want to give everyone a big old hug. First thing I'm going to do.
In the middle of the pandemic? In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Can I have a repeat
1.
again on that? I'm sorry.
Yep, we'll give it to you. You got it in there under the correct time. Max uses his first repeat. Your question again in the category of biopics. Josh Brolin plays the 43rd President of the United States in this 2008 movie.
I'm glad he gave me this more time to talk about my platform. Hugs for everyone. I don't care if there's a pandemic. I will absorb all the germs. I will be the test subject to find the cure.
You'll be the test subject?
Yes.
I don't think you can do that.
Yes.
And
yes.
5, 4, I don't think 3, 2, 1.
Josh Brolin?
Down, gentlemen. We're going to go to Max Cianci.
I don't know. What is it?
I don't know. No answer.
I think I can help.
Dominic.
W.
W
is
the
how it's
correct
pronounced, I believe.
answer to the question.
W.
Oliver Stone. Come on, buddy. 2-1 is the score currently. No perfect round opportunity for Max, but Dom is keeping it going.
Whatever.
Question number 3.
All right, guys. Question number 3 is coming at you from the category of crime movies. Which West Coast city is the setting of the 2007 movie Zodiac?
2007, good year for cinema. Zodiac, good motion picture all around.
Yeah, man. 2007, we would have been, I don't want to do that math really quickly, but I would say 11 or 12. Yes, yeah, great. Prime years.
You were born the year after.
Yes.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and put your pens down for me, please. We're going to Dom.
I'm gonna say Los Angeles. I'm not super confident, but
Los Angeles is the incorrect answer. Max, what'd you have?
San Francisco.
San Francisco is the correct answer. No perfect bonus opportunity in this game, but the score is 2-2. Heading into question number 4, which is in category of animated motion pictures.
Sweating.
Motion pictures.
I'm shaking.
What Disney character is also known as Experiment 626? Evan, have you had any on you?
I'm sorry, what?
Have you had any experiments done on yourself?
No. You blurred out right when you said experiment, so
I apologize.
All I heard was, have you ever had that done on you? And I was like, what do I have to answer here?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Max.
Is it Stitch?
It's Stitch.
Yep.
Let's go to Dom.
Stitch.
All right, 3-3. Both gentlemen are back on the board with that answer.
All right, guys, we're moving on to question number 5. Comes in the category of war films. Who stars as U.S. Army volunteer Chris Taylor in Platoon? Chase,
would you volunteer for the Army?
Well, if you let me ask the question, would you volunteer for the Army?
No, I would. If there was a draft, I would dodge the hell out of it. I'd be a draft dodger.
Yeah, I would try whatever I could to dodge as well.
Hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do.
There's incriminating evidence.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Dom.
I have no idea. I just put Josh Brolin because he's in everything.
Josh Brolin is incorrect. Let's go to Max.
I put Seth Baughman.
Seth Baughman is also incorrect. You had the right idea with Josh Brolin, the same director that directed Platoon, but the correct answer was Charlie Sheen.
Ooh.
Charlie Sheen is the correct answer to that question. So after 5 questions, we're still sitting at 3-3. Into question number 6. This comes in the category of fantasy sci-fi. Fantasy sci-fi. Sci-fi means science fiction.
Oh.
What?
So here's your question.
Got it.
Darth Vader has 2 children. Name them. Don't give them new names. Give them the name their mother gave them.
Are you Chase?
Yeah.
Do it.
Was that it?
Do it.
Okay. And 5, 4, 3.
Wait.
1.
Oh, never mind.
Pens down. Let's go to Max. Let's see what he has to say.
Oh, dude, I don't know Star Wars stuff. Is it Luke and Leia?
Sure
Right?
is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go to
Luke and Leia. Max, are you getting a new piece of paper every time? Like a new
Every time.
8.5 by 11 sheet of paper?
Very wasteful. Very wasteful, but I think the score.
There's so much more room left on this.
I hope there are no environmentalists watching at this point.
I hadn't even considered that, Dom, but I'm gonna do it from now on.
Shout out to Dom. All right, guys, the score is still 4-4.
Yeah, it's still
heading
tied.
Into our next question.
All right, guys. Question number 7 is in the category of comedies. In which department store does Adam Sandler's character Michael find the remote control in the movie Click?
Now, this is a motion picture I would like to live inside. I think Dude, I would like to be able to have the Click control.
This movie is a soft spot in my heart. I love this movie. I think if you want to see a different Adam Sandler movie, watch Click.
I want to know what part of my brain this information is in.
3.
I don't care if I'm interrupting.
1. Okay, well, someone's gonna get docked points next interruption. That's official now. That's official. But we're gonna go to Dom.
Yeah, the store is Bed Bath & Beyond, although the department is Beyond.
That is, both of those things are correct. Max, what you have?
I wrote this and I underlined the Beyond to emphasize that.
5-5 is the score currently. Getting into our last question of the round. Our last question of the round 5 is the score, guys. Question number 8 coming at you in the category of musicals. This is in the category of musicals. These are movies that you guys know.
No, what was it?
No, you're good. Name one of the actors who portray Tracy's parents, Edna and Wilbur Turnblad, in 2007's Hairspray.
I love a good musical, Chase. If you could be in any musical, which musical would you want to be in?
I
Kiss Me, Kate.
Initially, I would say Hairspray, but it also goes on during the Civil Rights era. So, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pens down. Let's go to Max.
John Travolta.
John Travolta is correct. Don, what you have?
I was thinking John Travolta was the main female lead in that movie, and I did not. John Travolta, he is the mother in the movie, correct?
Is the mother.
Yeah. I put John H. Macy.
William H. Macy?
Or William H. Macy. Was it William John Macy? I don't know.
So the correct answers would have been John Travolta and someone who popped up in an earlier question, Christopher Walken. Christopher Walken and John Travolta played Edna and Wilbur Turnblad. So with that, we're at the end of round number 1. Max has a 1-point lead over Dominic. It is 6, getting into round number 2. Evan, this is a close one. So why don't you go ahead and Max, stop talking. Evan, why don't you
I'm not even talking.
That was Dom.
What the hell?
Someone's mouth was moving. Go ahead, Evan, please.
Okay, guys, round 2. Here we go. Competitors, you're going to spin the category wheel. You can respin this wheel once unless it lands on opponent's choice. You'll get 4 questions from a category that the wheel chooses. Questions are worth 2 points each. You can go down to 1 point for multiple choice options. Opponents may steal on any incorrect answer. Repeats challenges, they are in play. And Chase, Max is going to be spinning that wheel first.
Yeah, I apologize for my earlier remarks, Max. So we'll just, we'll let you go first. And would you like to go first, or would you like to defer to Dominic?
Yeah, I would. Here? I would like to go first. Thank you.
Okay, all right, cool. I'll read you your categories if that's okay.
Yeah.
Today you've got comedies, action, adventure, coming of age, quotes, horror thriller, musicals and dance, actors and actresses, romantic comedies, crime films, and war films. I think you know what all those are, so I'm not going to really break it down and tell you.
Crime and war are a single panel. So there's crime and war grouped together.
Crime war crimes.
Oh, that is interesting.
There's a political statement there, Chase. I like it.
That is true. I'll give you a little behind the curtain. That is not supposed to be that way. So if you should land on crime and war, you will have the option to decide which you would like to take. How about that? We'll just do that way. A little behind the curtain for you guys. We're doing it live here. Let's go ahead and do it. Max, you ready for that first wheel spin?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. Round and round she goes. Round and round she goes. Romantic comedies.
I'd like to spin again.
Okay. It would have worked a little bit better if I would have just put war in front of crime. We could have been war crime.
War crime. That's a niche market.
The Crimean War. And movies about the Crimean War would have been very difficult.
Actors and actresses. Okay. This is going to be the category that you have to stick with. We'll see how you do in the category. Evan, why don't you go ahead and throw these questions at Max?
Chase, I would love to. Max, are you ready to go?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Here's question number 1. Jamie Foxx and Tom Cruise star in this 2004 movie.
Jamie Foxx and Tom Cruise.
Multiple choice is an option.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do multiple choice, Evan.
All right, multiple choice, going down to 1 point value, but here we go. Is it A, Collateral, B, Miami Vice, C, Minority Report, or D, Tropic Thunder?
Jamie Foxx and Tom Cruise. Fuck.
Answer in 5, 4.
I'm gonna say 3. Collateral.
A, Collateral is correct. Max gets 1 point on that last second 3-point shot.
Hail Mary.
Multiple choice and he gets himself. Max is up to 7.
Yes.
Okay.
Chase, real quick, do you want to keep the category wheel up?
Oh, hell no.
There. Okay.
Doing it live, people.
All right. On to question number 2. Max, actors, actresses is your category.
Yep.
Who voiced Mr. Fox in the Fantastic Mr. Fox?
Oh, George Clooney.
George Clooney is correct. 2 points right there for Max. This category switch, Chase, might have really helped him out.
Hey man, he knows his live action actors and his voice action actors. Good stuff. He's up to 9 points.
All right. Question number 3. Jennifer Jason Leigh and Judge Reinhold play siblings in this 1980s coming-of-age comedy. And I will repeat that for you, Max, because I messed up a little bit on the pronunciation.
You're doing great, Evan.
Thanks. Jennifer Jason Leigh and Judge Reinhold play siblings in this 1980s coming-of-age comedy.
Can you I'll do multiple choice, Evan.
Multiple choice, absolutely. Is it A, Say Anything, B, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, C, Weird Science, or D, 16 Candles?
God, this is like so not my time period. Chase, this is a question for you.
I wrote it, so maybe it is.
Is it Say Anything? Is it Say Anything?
Say Anything is incorrect. Dom, would you like to steal?
Yeah,
I could repeat if you need. Would you like a repeat?
yeah, please.
Yes. I'll say the question and then I'll give you the multiple choice. Jennifer Jason Leigh and Judge Reinhold play siblings in this 1980s coming-of-age comedy. Is it A, Say Anything, B, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, C, Weird Science, or D, 16 Candles?
I'm going to go with B, Fast Times.
Fast Times for short is correct. Gets him that short 1 point steal from Max right there.
Really?
Max, I thought it was A by process of elimination, but
I did not.
Judge Reinhold and Jennifer Jason Leigh play the Hamilton siblings in Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Wow, I can't believe I didn't know that.
All right, so Dom pulls himself up to 6 points. Max is sitting at 9 points. So good steal from Dom. Max has still got 1 question left, though.
All right, Max, your final question in the actors and actresses category. In how many Star Wars films does Harrison Ford physically appear as Han Solo?
Tough questions about 4+ decades of motion pictures. We'll see if he can get this one answered.
In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Is it 4?
4 is correct, from my understanding, Chase, real quick.
4 is incorrect.
It's not?
4 is incorrect.
How so?
I can't tell you that right now. If we have to give Dom the opportunity to steal.
Yes.
And then
multiple choice. Yes.
And then we can ask the question. So go ahead and ask Dom the question, and then we'll challenge it if need be. But we have to see if Dom gets the right answer first.
Evan glitched.
Evan.
Yeah, no, I'm here. Oh, ask the question again. Yeah, I'm sorry. My bad. And I'm thinking, and actors, actresses is the category. In how many Star Wars films does Harrison Ford physically appear as Han Solo?
Five.
5 is incorrect.
5 is correct.
5 is correct?
5 is the correct answer. I will give you the luxury of explaining to you why, or you can challenge, Max. Your call. I will
okay, can I ask this? If I challenge it, you seem pretty sure of yourself, and you're 50% of the vote.
I mean, you can challenge. Yeah, that's true. I mean, you can challenge it. We can just.
So I'm going to challenge it. I'm going to challenge it.
Very good. The challenge is in. Max, can you just state your official challenge, please?
That Harrison Ford appeared in 4 of the physically in 4 of the Star Wars movies.
Okay, thank you for your challenge. We're going to deliberate, and we will be right back. All right, guys, we are back with our deliberation. Evan and I have talked about the challenge, and what have we decided, Mr. Baughman?
Well, we've decided that, Max, unfortunately, your challenge is going to be rejected on the premise that this is the actors and actresses category, and Harrison Ford physically appeared in those movies, 5 of them to be exact. Even though his was a ghost in the 9th one, he still physically appeared as an actor in that. So it is 5, not 4.
So just to be clear, Force Awakens, A New Hope, The Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, The Force Awakens, and The Rise of Skywalker. Those are the 5 movies that Harrison Ford, the actor in which the question is being asked, appears as the question. So we are going to give Dominic those 2 points. Evan, I believe that puts our score at 8-9 in Max's favor.
Correct. 3-3 so far in round 2, and now Dom has his set of questions. Chase, let's spin that wheel, as they would say, on The Price is Right.
Yep.
Man, how long are you waiting to get that one out?
All right. Are you ready for your spin, Dominic?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Here's your first spin. If you don't like it, you can pass it unless bonus choice.
God, I hope it's not Crime War.
Max. Right. So Max has a chance to come back a little bit here. Max, out of these categories, which would you like to have Dominic answer?
Well, Dom, I'll be honest. I really don't know your strengths or weaknesses in the game here. But I'm gonna go with actors and actresses because I feel like that's a tough category. I feel like the questions are specific.
It just has to be a different
challenge. Challenge the rule.
You have no more.
Yeah,
damn.
You're out of the challenge. It just has to be.
Okay.
But you're on the right track.
Okay. Well, then I will choose. Let's do musicals, dance. That's got to be a tough one.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Musicals and dance coming up for Dominick Zomparelli. Dominic, you're going to have 4 questions in the category of musicals and dance. These are your 4 questions. Remember, stealing is allowed, and you have multiple choice available. And, just be careful. Be wary. All right, you ready for your first question?
Are we tied, or is he up 1?
I'm up 1.
9-8 Max.
You ready for your first question?
Yeah.
Okay, musicals, dance is your category, Dom. After his brother's death, a troubled but gifted street dancer finds himself in the middle of a tug of war between fraternities who want to utilize his talents in an upcoming dance competition. Name the movie.
Give me multiple choice.
Okay, multiple choice. Is it A, Stomp the Yard, B, You Got Served, C, Step Up, or D, Save the Last Dance?
I'm going to go with B.
B, You Got Served is incorrect. We're going over to Max Cianci. Max, here's your question. After his brother's death, a troubled but gifted street dancer finds himself in the middle of a tug of war between fraternities who want to utilize his talents in an upcoming dance competition. Name the movie. And your options are A, Stomp the Yard, B, You Got Served, C, Step Up, and D, Save the Last Dance. In 5, 4, 3,
A.
2. A, Stomp the Yard is the correct answer. Columbus Short stars in the film. It's a good motion picture. Max puts himself up. Again, he's lucky on this one. He's getting those points back. 10-8 is the current score. Moving on to question number 2 for Dominic in the categories of musicals and dance. In what classic musical will you hear the song Maria, My Favorite Things, and Do, Re, Mi?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Fiddler on the Roof, B, West Side Story, C, Mary Poppins, or D, The Sound of Music?
Could I get a repeat of the question, please?
Absolutely. You can have this one for free. In what classic musical will you hear the songs Maria, My Favorite Things, and Do, Re, Mi? Your options are A, Fiddler on the Roof, B, West Side Story, C, Mary Poppins, and D, The Sound of Music.
I'm going to go with Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins is the incorrect answer. We swing over to Max. Your question: in what classic musical will you hear the songs Maria, My Favorite Things, and Do, Re, Mi? Is it A, Fiddler on the Roof, B, West Side Story, C, Mary Poppins, or D, The Sound of Music?
That is West Side Story.
West Side Story is also incorrect. The correct answer is The Sound of Music.
Isn't there a song in West Side Story, Maria?
Yes, there is.
That's some bullshit. That's a shitty question.
There's not.
I challenge. I challenge.
You have no challenges.
To be a dumb one anyway. All right, moving on to number 3. The question, the score is still 10-8. 10-8
Correct,
is the
sir.
score.
Correct.
All right, your penultimate question here in this category, Dom. You need some points here. This 2009 comedy parodies such movies as Save the Last Dance, Footloose, and Step Up.
2009 comedy.
Great year. Great year.
It was a good year.
Multiple choice.
Okay. Is it A, Beat the World, B, Don't Bring It On, C, Shake and Move, or D, Dance Flick?
I'm going to go with D, Dance Flick.
Dance Flick for 1 point is the correct answer. Scraping and clawing through the category that he did not want so far, but Dominic gets himself 1 point closer to Max. 9-10 is the current score. We've got one more question
what a
for
game.
Dominic in the category. Musicals and dance is your category. Here is your question. What Academy Award-winning director helmed Jersey Boys?
This is one of the only musicals I've ever seen. I saw it at the drive-in. You give me multiple choice, though.
Is it A, Clint Eastwood, B, Ron Howard, C, Mel Gibson, or D, Steven Spielberg?
I'm going to go with A, Clint Eastwood.
A, Clint Eastwood gets Dominic the tie with Max Cianci. Clint Eastwood is correct. 10-10 is our current score heading into round number 3. This is a close one. There's a challenge that got burned. It's a scrape. It's a claw. Dominic ended up with opponent's choice. Evan, I'm getting my money's worth so far.
Chase, that was a well-navigated round 2. Max tried to burn him with that musicals, but Dom kept those multiple choices coming. Got some answers in he needed. Tie game heading into the final round. Let me read those rules while I'm talking about it. So competitors, you're going to pick 3 numbers. Those numbers will correspond with 3 random categories. You're going to get 3 questions. Those questions are worth 2, 3, and 5 points. No stealing or multiple choice in this round. Repeats, still in effect.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Dominic, you got 1 to 12. What is your what 3 numbers do you want from 1 to 12?
4, 6, and 8.
4, 6, and 8. Okay, trusted numbers. Max.
I'm gonna do 3, 9, and 11.
Okay, very good.
Those are good ones.
Evan, whenever you're ready, you can administer Max his first question.
All right, Max, your first question for 2 points comes in the category of comic book films. Who stars as the Riddler in Batman Forever?
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey is correct for 2 points. Max Cianci takes that lead right back.
Max goes on and moves up. That puts the pressure on Dominic to get his 2-point question right. I believe he selected the number 4.
Correct.
And here's your question, Dominic. This comes in the category of the 1980s. The 1980s. In this 1983 movie, James Bond makes a mistake, and many believe he is past his prime.
There's like 80 of these movies. Is it Everything or Nothing?
Everything or Nothing is incorrect. The correct answer was Never Say Never Again. If you ask me, those are pretty much the same title. We can't give you the points. But we will, Dominic, be moving on to your 3-point question to see if you can get this one. All right, Dom. This number, you picked the number 6. This comes in the category of crime. And this is crime and crime alone. The authorities decide to shut down all 21 bridges to this famous borough in the movie 21 Bridges.
Like, this can't be a city. It has to be the specific, like...
I would say that if you're thinking, I think I understand your question. And I would say to you, I don't know what to say to you. But I do understand your question. Go ahead, Evan.
I would say there are specific sections of this thing that we are talking about. We are looking for a specific section of this overall location.
Okay. I'm good on the challenge. I'm gonna say Brooklyn.
Brooklyn is the incorrect answer. The correct answer we were looking for was Manhattan.
Fuck. Manhattan's so small. God, man.
All right. Dominic, we're moving on to your final question here. If you want to have a chance to win the game, you're going to have to answer this 5-point question correctly. And what do you know? It's coming in the categories of musicals.
This is ridiculous. I've never seen a musical. I thought John Travolta played the 17-year-old girl in the movie. He was like 50 at the time.
He was 50 at the time. Okay, Dominic, here is your question in the category of musicals and dance. Tom Cruise plays Stacey Jacks in the film Rock of Ages. In this film, he has 2 bodyguards. Name one of the actors who plays his bodyguards.
It's a 5-pointer. Chase, these are notoriously hard. So
how old are they?
Oh, come on.
You don't get hints.
in 5, 4, 3.
Repeat.
All right. Your first repeat, second repeat, Evan?
It's first repeat.
First repeat for Dominic.
Yep.
Okay. Tom Cruise plays Stacey Jacks in the film Rock of Ages. In this film, he has 2 bodyguards. Name one of the actors who play these bodyguards.
This is just the hardest question. Who would know this? Nobody who's ever watched this channel knows this question. Tom Cruise probably doesn't even know this question.
Very doubtful.
Vin Diesel. Fuck, I don't know.
And your winner.
Can I answer it?
Hold on. Relax. Max Cianci wins the game today. Max Cianci wins the game today. By
good game,
margin, 12-10 is the answer. Max, if you'd like to.
Kevin Nash. Didn't he play one of the bodyguards?
He did. Yes.
Who is that?
Kevin Nash, the wrestler, Dom.
Diesel.
Big Daddy.
Oh my
Diesel.
God, he looks like
Big Daddy
Ron
Diesel.
Perlman. I was gonna say Ron Perlman too. Please don't tell me Ron Perlman was the other one.
It was not. Jeff Chase was the other. Congratulations, Max Cianci.
Woo!
You have won.
That was a good
today.
match.
It was a bit of a tough victory to get there. There was a tough road. There were some challenges along the way. Opponent's choice even got thrown around. But Max, you came up with the victory today.
That was a good match, Dom. That was a lot of fun.
Max, my biggest question for you is you moved to 2-1 now in singles competition here, Cheap Seats Movie Trivia. Do you have any big plans ahead for yourself? You know, you're above 500. You have a winning record. You obviously have proven yourself. Is there anything else you want to accomplish?
You know, I think Baughman still is on the horizon for me. I still think I have some work I need to do. Okay. Coho still emails me. He wants to hang out and stuff like that, and I've been ignoring him. But I know it would mean a lot to Coho if I played Caleb again. So maybe Caleb, and honestly, I'd like to play Dom again because I think honestly we were neck and neck, and I was able to give Dom a bad category. But I think if it wasn't for that, it would have been close the entire way still. So
I agree, man. And that honestly segues perfectly over to Dom. Losing effort today, but it really wasn't that much of a losing effort. Close, neck and neck battle, back and forth. What would you say the biggest thing that happened to you today that ended up causing your defeat?
Max getting that first spin and him getting actors and actresses, because I'm really, really great at that category. I knew every question Max had. And and then I get musicals and dance, and I've seen maybe 3 musicals in my entire life after that. I mean, I still salvaged like two points out of that round, and then I get musicals and dance again for the game with the potential game winning question. And it's just brutal. I have an overtime loss. I have a loss to Muha, and I have a loss with my least favorite category of all the ones. So I'm just ready to get back in the ring soon and get to 2 and 3 instead of 1 and 3.
Yeah, I gotta say, Dom, even though you did lose this match today, it wasn't by a large margin at all. Like you said, this kind of trend keeps happening for you. Unfortunately, you seem to be on the losing end of these short marginal victories, like you just stated. But that doesn't stop you from coming in here, putting in the work, and competing. Like we said, you had a great game today. You did as well as you could with the category they didn't want. So, I'd pat yourself on the back after this one. And, we've seen you in teams competition before, and you certainly excelled in that. And I wonder what you and Max could do, not even, on the opposite side of the desk as each other, but on the same team, going up next to each other, helping each other out, maybe filling in those blank spots that you don't know. Because, Dom, like you said, you knew those questions that Max was asked earlier on in the round. Maybe if the two of you were on a team working together, things like that could have fallen into place. You could have gotten this clean sweep and maybe beat another team out here. But that's something we're definitely going to have to plan for in the future. Max, this was a great game by you tonight again. You're going to have another match here probably soon. The both of you, honestly, but Max, you're probably going to be facing someone that's got a winning record here pretty soon. Facing someone that's going to probably take you back and get you to that level of where you could probably take on the 4-0 Caleb Baughman. We'll have to see about that.
We shall see. But I'm definitely down to do teams with Dom. I think we'd make a good team.
Oh, for sure. I'd love to team up with Max.
I would love to genuinely say thank you to both you guys. We had a lot of fun, particularly today, and great to have you guys on. And a general thank you to everyone who's been on the Cheap Seats Movie Trivia. Chase and I really, really do appreciate it. And to those of you out there, if you'd like to come on, we'd love to have you. We'd love to have you. You know the motto at the end of the show, but just wanted to extend my thanks to both of you guys. Thanks for taking the time with us today.
Absolutely, guys. You guys are absolute rock stars. And like Evan said, for anybody else out there who's interested, just send us an email down in the description. Our email's there. You can hit us up, say, hey, I want to be part of this. What do I do? What do I have to know? This and that. We don't take this. We take this league seriously. Obviously, we come in here. We like to have a good time, but we're not coming in here and we're not trying to stump you guys. We like to see these scores go up and have these games be nice and close, like today's game was. So come along with us. Come on the journey. Check out the other stuff we got going on the program. I'll thank you again, Max and Dominic, for being here today. We're going to drop you guys out. We're going to pay some bills. So thanks a lot for being here, and we will see you guys soon. Evan, that was a great match today.
Really great.
November's off to a hot start already. Yes. Max Cianci versus Dominick Zomparelli. I really love that match.
Yeah, Chase, and I think it's a great reminder for those watching at home and anyone who wants to compete here that it is a lot up to the draw, how you perform. You saw what was happening. Dom and Max were neck and neck, but Dom pulled categories he didn't like. Max got some that he did. You saw that those last 3 questions in round 3 for Dom. Tough categories. There are some tough questions here in the Cheap Seats Movie Trivia when you get into those 3 5-point questions. And I think those out there who think they know their stuff, why don't you step in here and see if you do?
Yeah, that's absolutely true, Evan. I'll echo what you said there. That's the truth, guys. We like to have a good time here. We don't like to put the pressure on necessarily. Obviously,
No,
I played my first match last month, and it's different on the other side of the desk. It can definitely be hard, and it can definitely get you sweating. I asked for a repeat on my very first question. Matthew Lillard. I had to get that repeat in there just to make sure that I was, in the right mindset to play the game and to keep things going. So I understand how it could be to play the game now, and we definitely take that into consideration when we're asking the questions, when we're writing the questions, things like that. But two great guys like Max and Dom really make it easy to come in here, keep putting on matches, keep doing shows, and you know what? I'm really, really looking forward to the rest of November.
I'm so excited, and guys, please get us out there because the rest of November is going to be hot. It's going to be on fire. We're serving up some proverbial turkey, some mashed potatoes, some gravy on top of all that. So listen, share it with your loved ones. Please like, comment, subscribe wherever you listen, wherever you watch. We love you guys. This is why we do it, and we're going to keep getting that sweet, juicy, succulent content for you.
Absolutely. And before we take us out, Evan, before we get to the end of the show, I just want to say one last thing. No matter what's going on in your life right now, in the world right now, no matter where you are, do something good. Just go out in your town, in your neighborhood, go support a local business. Go to a coffee shop, leave a nice tip. Go to a mom and pop shop, buy up some nice things, chat up the people that are working there. This is if any time right now is a time where you should just go be part of your community. Just go in there, go do that thing. Just go be a part of what's going on. Feel the people around you. Be with the people around you. It's a good thing. I'm wearing the crew neck of my local barber who gave me a nice haircut today.
It is nice. You look good.
Got everything going on. Everything's looking nice. Everything's in shape. I'll get real close to the. Yeah, but I just hope you guys take that and maybe just think about that. Consider that a little bit because just like we want your support out here, I'm sure there's a lot of people in the streets and doing the work daily that could use your support too. So make sure you thank people when you're seeing them, when you're patronizing, things like that. And, keep doing what you're doing out there, guys. And I hope that everything's going all right with you. And I hope these videos, these matches, anything else that we do on the network can maybe take your mind off of things for 30 to 40 minutes, however long we're doing these things. Keep coming back. Keep enjoying us. We're going to keep enjoying you. We love having you here. We do this every week because we have fun. And that's what Absolutely. This should be about. So, Evan, I'll do you have anything else before we wrap things up here?
Couldn't have said it better myself. Great words, my friend. Love you guys out there, and spread that love.
Absolutely, guys. And as always, if you're looking for somewhere to go, join us here in the cheap seats. There's plenty of room. Have a good night, everybody.